Ron knows stuff here, and it's time to rotate the tires on my F-150. So you simply drop down the spare tire, which is accessed through the back bumper. There's a little rotate thing. I'll show you there, and you can see the little rod goes in the little plastic piece there, and you rotate it, and out comes the tire. So now that I've got the tire down, I unhook it from its harness, and it's time to rotate the tires. To do that, we need a 3-ton SUV jack. That one has an adjustable head on there to raise it. You need a torque bar, and then, oh, look at this. I got this on Amazon. I'll put a link to it, not sponsored, but this is one of those cordless impact wrenches, and it comes with all this fancy drill bits and screw bit attachments, but it also comes with, ta-da, the sockets that we will need to unbolt these lugs. Of course, gloves, and then I also got this on Amazon, and it's a tire inflator. It uses a DeWalt bit. So you drag up the tire a little bit, still leave it on the ground so that, when you're loosening the lugs, it doesn't spin, and then you just jack it up the rest of the way. So here we're going to take the rear tires and move them to the front, and then crisscross the front tires to the backs. So the first thing you do is take off your driver's rear tire, put your spare there. We're not going to torque these down. We're just going to tighten them up so that, for stability. And once we do that, then we're going to take our jack. We're going to bring it around front. We'll adjust it there's a little arrow on the frame, and I'll show you where that is for the front. On the back, you just put it on the drive axle there. So here I'm going to jack it up. Again, I'll just leave enough of the tire down so that when I release the lugs, it doesn't spin. So problem with these kind of lugs, and I'll show you in a little bit, is that they're chrome-plated lug nuts, and they will swell with time. So you're going to have to replace them sooner or later. I've got almost 50,000 miles, and that left front was... they were a little swollen, so the wrench didn't quite fit, but I got them on there. So this is the driver's side rear is now going to go to the front. And then I'm going to take the tire that was there and put it on the rear passenger side. And then I'll take the passenger side rear and put it on the passenger side front. And I'll take the passenger side front and put it on the driver's side rear. Here I'm looking up at the torque settings, and then I'll set my torque wrench to, it's 150 pounds, and then I'm going to hand torque these lugs. And 150 is a lot, but that's what it calls for. I looked it up, and I saw it on 2 different sites, so I know that's right. So you go in a star pattern, of course. You don't do them next to each other. Just go in a star pattern. But once you do your final lockdown, then I just go around and hand check all of them. And now it's time to go do the other side. So we're going to take that driver's side front, and we're going to put it on that passenger side rear. And then again, that passenger side rear is going to go to the passenger side front. So these are non-directional tires. If you have directional tires, then you do front to back and back to front, same side. But again, these are non-directional tires, so this is the proper way to rotate. So here I'm putting the jack on the axle, jacking it up, and then with my handy-dandy torque wrench, I gotta tell you, it worked pretty good. It's not that expensive, so, and it's better than having to hook up the air compressor and all that good stuff. So again, that tire is gonna go up front. Bammo. And I'll take this is the one that was on the driver's front, and that's going to go in here. And you just have to leverage and line it up. You put in the bottom bolt, and that'll hold the tire in place while you hand tighten all the lugs first. You don't want to use your driver to put the lugs on until you've hand tightened them. Otherwise, you're going to have some issues. And then again, you just put a little weight on the tire, and then you torque them down. There we go. Now I'm just going to do the final check. And once I get this tire done, we're going to go up to the front. What's nice about doing the crisscross method, of course, that's what you're supposed to do, but it wears your tires more evenly. And as you can see, I'm not really wasting a lot of motion here. This whole job took me about 45 minutes, and that's with, getting the torque wrench, getting the tools and everything. See, there's that little arrow on the front of the frame that shows you where the jack point is for the front end. Now I'm just taking the tire off and rotating them around. Some people will tell you you don't need to rotate. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've always been told, every 5 to 10,000 miles, you should rotate your tires. So why not just do it? Plus, it gives you a chance to check your brake pads. And while the tire was off, you may or may not have noticed, but I did stick my head in there and take a look, a visual inspection on the shocks, the hoses, and of course the brake pads, just to make sure everything looks good. And it does. Like I say, we've got almost 50,000 miles on this truck, and it's doing really well. I am going to do a transmission pan drop and refill. I'm not going to do a flush. I don't believe in those, but a drop and refill absolutely will do at 50,000 miles. So again, I'm torquing the last of this, and guess what? When I finish that, which I'm almost done, this side is done. So again, I'm going to leave a link for the air pressure tire inflator and the impact wrench that I bought on Amazon. This I got at, I think, AutoZone or Advance Auto, and got a good deal on that. So now the last thing to do is take off this spare and put the passenger front tire on the rear here. See, there's the lugs I was telling you about. So if you haven't liked or subscribed yet, I ask that you do that. It really helps out the channel. If there's content that you want to see, keep in mind that I do know stuff, and I'm happy to share it with you. So if you see something you wanted me to do for you or tell you about, just leave it in the comments or pop me an email, and I'm happy to take a look at it. So once I've finished tightening all these lugs, I'm going to hand torque it, and then I'll go around and fill up the tires and double check the tire pressure. And I'll drive for about 2-3 miles, and that will reset the truck's computer so it knows which tire is where, and then it'll give accurate air temperature readings. It's about 2 miles when I saw it fix up. So again, thanks for watching. Remember, Ron knows stuff, Coco knows stuff, and now you know stuff too. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Bye for now. Bye-bye.